Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news today. We're diving deep into some electrifying rumors and critical updates that could reshape the Buffalo Bills' defensive strategy and overall team dynamics in the upcoming stretch of the NFL season. The buzz is centered around a potential trade that's been making waves. Tennessee Titans cornerback Rick Woolen, a player who's been garnering a lot of attention, might soon be donning the Bills' colors, and this isn't just speculation. This is a move that could dramatically alter how Buffalo's defense operates moving forward, especially in their quest to contend for a Super Bowl title once again. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of this potential deal, let's set the stage. The Bills have been doing pretty well in the AFC East, sitting with a solid 4-2 record. They've been battling hard, trying to keep pace with the division rivals, especially the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Josh Allen has been leading the charge, showing flashes of brilliance, but as with every season, there are areas where the team could improve. The defense, in particular, has been a mixed bag. While the offense has been consistent, the secondary has sometimes struggled against high-powered offenses, and that's where a player like Woolen could really make a difference. Rick Woolen, at just 26 years old, is a player who's been on the rise since entering the league. Coming out of UTSA, Woolen has shown he's a velocity vortex on the field, blazing fast, agile, and with a nose for the ball. He was a standout in his rookie season, earning a Pro Bowl nod in 2023, and has been in the conversation as one of the most promising young cornerbacks in the NFL. Now, the Titans, sitting at a disappointing 1-5, are in a very different situation. They're in seller mode, looking to rebuild and shed some cap space to focus on their future. Their current state, with Ryan Tannehill struggling and the team leaking points, allowing an average of 26 points per game, makes them prime candidates to trade assets that can fetch them some draft capital and cap relief. That's where Woolen comes into this picture. The insiders are buzzing about a potential conditional fourth-round pick, top 120, being offered by the Bills in exchange for Woolen. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. What's so special about Woolen? Well, for starters, he's a player with incredible speed, running a 4.39 40-yard dash, which, when combined with his size and agility, makes him a nightmare for opposing receivers. Through just 6 games in 2025, Woolen has registered 15 solo tackles and has yet to record an interception, but his overall PFF grade sits at 42.5, which isn't elite, but his run defense is actually quite solid, ranking 39th overall with a 72 grade, and he's allowed a passer rating of just 41. One when targeted. That's impressive, especially considering his man coverage win rate of 58.2%. Woolen's style is aggressive, relentless, and he's shown he can be a true velocity vortex in coverage. His career stats also tell a compelling story: 98 tackles and 8 interceptions over 38 games, with last year's 6 interceptions standing out as a peak performance. The ankle injury that kept him sidelined for part of 2024 hasn't slowed him down long-term. He's back, and with a clean bill of health, Woolen could be a game-changer for the Bills. Now, looking at the Titans, they're dealing with some significant issues. Their cap situation is tight, only about $8 million in relief, which they're trying to use to rebuild their offensive line. Their pass protection last year was subpar, with a pass block PFF grade of just 58.2 and allowing 28 sacks, ranking them near the bottom of the league in protecting their quarterback. Their defense, on the other hand, has been leaking points and yardage. They're allowing around 26 points per game, which puts them 20th in the league, and their secondary has been a real problem, allowing over 938 yards on the season so far, with an average of 5.8 yards per attempt. Woolen could be the piece that helps stabilize that secondary, especially given his ability to cover man-to-man and his speed to close on plays. The Titans are seeing their season slipping away, and with rookie quarterback Will Levis struggling to find consistency. His passer rating is just 79.2. Adding a player like Woolen could be a quick fix to bolster their secondary, even if temporarily. Turning our focus back to Buffalo, the potential acquisition of Woolen could be a major boost for their defense. The Bills' secondary has been solid but not spectacular, and adding a player with Woolen's speed and coverage ability could elevate their pass defense to a top-tier level. Their current cornerback duo, Christian Benford and the rest of the unit, have been doing a decent job. Benford, in particular, with a PFF grade of 78.4, has been a bright spot. But Woolen's presence as a CB2 would bring a new dimension, his 70. 2 run grade and ability to cover man-to-man effectively could help them shut down some of the league's most explosive passing attacks. His ability to limit yards after catch, YAC allowed, is just over 4.2 yards per reception, means he can be a real game changer in tight situations, especially in third down scenarios. The Bills have been working to improve their third down defense, and Woolen's addition could push that percentage even lower. Right now, they're at about 41.8%, but with Woolen's coverage skills, they could see a noticeable uptick in stops. And let's not forget the overall impact on their Super Bowl aspirations. The Bills are already considered some of the top contenders in the AFC, with their odds climbing to plus 1,800 on FanDuel, reflecting a strong belief in their potential. Woolen's presence could be that extra X factor they need, especially in the playoffs. His ability to generate turnovers, projected to get around 5 interceptions this season, can be the difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit. The Bills' combination of offense and defense has been impressive, but to truly make that leap, they need to shore up their secondary against the best quarterbacks in the league. With Woolen's ability to play at a high level and his speed to match any receiver, he would fit perfectly into their scheme, especially considering the way they like to blitz and pressure the quarterback. His range and coverage skills could help them dominate against the league's top passing teams, giving their defense a much-needed boost. Now, let's talk about the big picture, how this potential trade impacts the AFC East and beyond. If Woolen joins the Bills, it would not only strengthen their defense, but also send a message to their division rivals that Buffalo is serious about making another Super Bowl run. The AFC East has been fiercely competitive, with the Dolphins and Jets both boasting potent offenses and talented defenses. But if the Bills can bolster their secondary with a player like Woolen, they could become even more formidable on defense, making it harder for opponents to score and easier for their offense to control the game. The ripple effect would be significant. Teams would have to rethink their game plans, and the Bills could see their odds of winning the division and securing a top playoff seed improve substantially. Furthermore, the narrative surrounding Buffalo's Super Bowl chase could shift dramatically if this move materializes. The team has always been close, falling just short in recent years, often hinging on small margins. Adding Woolen could be that missing piece, especially considering their projected improvements in passing yards allowed, third down stops, and overall defensive efficiency. The team's coaching staff, led by head coach Sean McDermott, has always emphasized a strong, disciplined defense, and Woolen's speed and coverage skills align perfectly with that philosophy. His ability to lock down receivers and limit yards after catch could be the key to unlocking the full potential of their defense in high-stakes playoff games. But of course, nothing is certain yet. The Titans are known for their cautious approach with trades, especially involving young, high-upside players like Woolen. The conditional nature of the draft pick, top 120, which essentially translates to a fourth-rounder, suggests that the Bills are betting on Woolen's upside rather than his current production. It's a calculated risk, but one that could pay off big time if Woolen continues his development and maintains his health. The NFL trade deadline is always a whirlwind of rumors and surprises, and this one could be one of the most impactful moves of the year if it comes through. And speaking of the big picture, let's also consider how Woolen's arrival could influence the Bills' overall team strategy. They might feel more confident to play more aggressive coverage schemes, trusting Woolen's speed to handle man-to-man assignments and help in deep zones. This could open up opportunities for their pass rushers, like Von Miller and others, to get more pressure on the quarterback, knowing Woolen can hold his own against top receivers. It's a comprehensive upgrade that could make Buffalo's defense not just good but elite, especially as they gear up for the critical playoff push. In the end, fans, what we're witnessing is the kind of strategic move that could define this franchise's season. Woolen's potential addition is more than just a personnel change. It's a statement of intent from the Bills. They're not just looking to compete, they're aiming to dominate. And if this trade goes through, we could be talking about a new chapter in Bills' history, one where their defense becomes a nightmare for offenses, and their Super Bowl dreams become even more tangible. The AFC East is already a battleground, but Buffalo's new weaponry could tilt the scales even further in their favor, setting the stage for a thrilling playoff run and possibly a shot at the Lombardi Trophy. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So fans, stay tuned because if this deal materializes, it's going to be a game changer. The Bills are always looking to improve, and this move could be the perfect piece to help them reach their ultimate goal, another Super Bowl appearance. Excitement is real and the possibilities are endless. We'll be watching every development closely, bringing you the latest updates and expert analysis because when it comes to the Bills, every move counts. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. Do you think Woolen is the right fit? Are you excited about the potential upgrade? Let us know your predictions and feelings. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. This is the season where everything could change, and with a move like Woolen joining the squad, the Bills could be on the verge of something truly special. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Bills.